Hello, my beautiful people. I wanted to reintroduce myself again to you all. My name is RiRi Okoye and I'm your happiness coach. And I wanted to share my journey of happiness and why I got to this mission of being a happiness coach. In 2016, my dad, my really cool dad, because I'm a daddy's girl, he went to be with the Lord. He passed away in 2016. He went to sleep and didn't wake up. And that was such a shock. And my dad was just such a guy. He was a cool guy, very bubbly, happy, an extrovert, a people's person, And so when that happened, once I passed through the grief and, every now and then I still have these moments, but I just thought to myself, I want to emulate my dad. I want to continue to have his legacy in me. When people see me and they, see the way I am, they remember my dad, they remember his personality, they remember, how he was. And so that was my goal. But I didn't start really getting into this whole idea of happiness and joy and well-being until 2022. And then that's where I got certified. I started taking certificates. I was reading a lot. I did all of that. And so I was thinking about, what kind of program to give to my audience. And I thought of one thing or the other, but it wasn't quite right. The timing probably wasn't quite right because, there's a time for everything. And I think that in that season, it just was not the right season. But the season is now because they say that whenever you wake up is your morning. So it's my morning now. And I have a program that I'm actually putting together and I'll be sharing with you soon. But I just wanted to introduce you and tell you about myself, Last year when I was in a holiday in Portugal, somebody said to me that some of the things that I've shared with them along the line, because, I've been coming out to different social medias for a while, and she said that really touched her. And it made me realize that saying that when whatever it is that you're doing, that you're affecting one person at a time. And I know that there's so many other people that I've impacted in one way or the other, but just that thought alone of what she said to me made me think to myself, aha, Riri, you've affected one person. She's taken the action points that you've said and she's changing her life. So continue to do what you do. Another thing I want to share is that when I was doing this happiness coaching, which I started about 2022 with my podcast, I think I've got up to 30 episodes. You can find them on Spotify. But there was a point that I got to in my life. I was challenged. I had a work challenge, right? And I started to go into a dark hole. I was just having all sorts of things happening to me. Burnout, And then I thought to myself, but Rita, you have the tools. You know how to get out of this because you've taught it. And it took me a while. And so I thought to myself, this year, because of what I've gone through, I'm going to be using all of those examples and all of the things that I've gone through. Because, when you're telling people about things, it's always good that you've actually had an experience in that for you to be able to share. I remember a season of my life when I was talking about confidence and I had confidence issues. And the only way I knew how to share all I was sharing about confidence was because of my the issues that I had and the issues that I had to overcome. So it was the same with this whole, mindset, well-being and happiness, how I had to pick myself up, how I had to turn myself around to get to where I am. And then speaking about that, this is the new year, this is 2025. And I was talking to a friend recently and I said to her that one of the things that I have learned in my years of being in this world is really the power of affirmations. And I really believe that you've got to really start this year declaring that this year is going to be a good year. Remember what they say. Life and death are in the power of our tongue. So if we start this new year saying, 2025 is going to be a bad year, nothing great is going to happen to me, guess what? You're going to just coast along the year, probably attracting all of the negative. So you have to start this year with powerful declarations. I know we're already approaching the middle of January already, but you can start today. You can start, say to yourself for this month that you're not going to say anything negative about yourself, your life, your circumstances, that all you are going to speak into yourself is goodness, is life, is positive. And guess what? That will help you to have a happier spirit. That will help you with your inner joy. You have to feed your soul. You have to feed your mind and feed your body with these tools. And when I was going through that situation, I didn't start it immediately, but when I caught on that, man, if I didn't start speaking to myself, whatever circumstances I was going through during that period, it was going to really take me to a dark hole. So I started to write a list of all the things I knew that I had succeeded at. And I started to read that list. I started to affirm myself, and I started to get back into the happy RiRi that you see today. So that's one of the first assignments that I want you to do. So stay with me, follow me, wherever this message is going out. And this year is going to be your year of joy, your year of happiness, your year of positivity, your year to declare that, yes, you know, I'm good. This is how I want to live my life, because it's up to you. If it's not, if it's to be, it's up to you. You carry the destiny in your hands. You know, of course, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I pray. I know that all of those things, the connections happen, but God, for me, needs me to work in partnership with him. He needs me to align with him. So I can't be praying and saying that I want all of these things, but yet I'm not projecting the power that I have. I'm not declaring my voice. I'm not, affirming myself. It's so important to do those things in the new year. So once again, my name is RiRi Okoye. This is just an introduction. And as always, I look forward to serving you. Thanks for watching. Bye.